These artifacts, and there's thousands of them, used to decorate the royal palace in the Kingdom of Benin, which was once part of much of what's today Nigeria. They were looted by the British during colonialism, and they are now in all the West's best museums, the British Museum, the Met, and finally some are returning home. Some people might think that the journey of these bronzes ends as soon as they get back to Nigeria. But actually, what the Benin bronzes have shown is this is just a lot more complicated than anyone expected. These artifacts aren't actually bronze. They're brass plaques, they're carved elephant tusks. They have these almost futuristic designs. To me, they're some of the most exciting art around. So when museums first discussed returning the bronzes, they had one venue in mind, a state-of-the-art museum called the Museum of West African Art. It was going to have security systems, climate control systems. So everyone thought they're going to look after them to the same standards that museums expect and want artifacts to be kept to. And so that's why there was so much excitement. That plan was fine until the Oba, who is the descendant of the people they were stolen from, said, hang on a minute, these belong to me. And in 2023, the Oba secured a presidential decree giving him ownership of all the bronzes. And it sent panic among all the museums who were looking to return these artifacts. The Oba is someone without any official political power, but is still the cultural and religious figurehead in the region. I was given a meeting with him, and he was incredibly forthright about how he felt Western countries had not sort of respected him in returning the bronzes. And he has said anyone who works with the Museum of West African Art would be an enemy. So he's currently working with Nigeria's museum agency, and the majority of the returned bronzes, when they're not on display in the National Museum in Benin City, they're going to be kept in the storage facility. It was sweltering inside, although one of the guards did tell us they had ordered some air conditioning units to make it more room temperate. Some in Western museums might think these aren't as high standards as we would want. But most of the Nigerians I interviewed felt that being told how they should look after artifacts felt like a continuation of colonialism. I think Western museums thought this would be the example that showed how to do it. You know, you just send things back, they go into a museum, end of story, everyone can move on. But this journey is far from over.